Today I'm going to go over a quick pasta using the tomatoes that I've been growing in the garden. You've been watching my tomato videos for God knows how long now. So now I'm going to start doing a few of the recipes for tomatoes. So I'm doing a really easy tomato sauce tonight. Right, now I'll just run through it quick because I want to try and get it all done within 10 minutes. So I've got some oil on, probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I'm just using some minced garlic because I thought I had some but I didn't have any in the fridge. So I put in, I like garlic, so probably 2 teaspoons of garlic. Give it a little bit of a stir. Turn the heat down a little bit. Now I've got some diced red onion. Put that in. Now you can use normal brown or white onions of course, but I had a red one so I thought I'll use that. Throw that in. Now I'm just going to whip through it kind of quickly. And this is a really, really easy recipe. So I'll turn the heat turned down a little bit. We just want to kind of bring those onions to a nice translucency. We don't want to actually brown them too much or risk burning them or risk burning the garlic. Alright, so they're fine. Next thing I'm going to add is some anchovies. Now if you don't like anchovies, obviously don't put them in, but you'll be surprised how easily they just dissolve into the actual sauce. So you kind of get the saltiness in there, but you don't really get that fishy anchovy taste, which I love anchovies, so don't get me wrong. But if you don't like them, then don't worry, you won't taste them too much. Just give them a coarse kind of chop. Alright, so I've got 2 anchovies. Put those in. Right, now turn the heat up a little bit. It's too low. Give that a quick stir. Now this is really, really simple. You'll see because I'll do it all in the time that I've got on the video. The only thing that did take a bit of time beforehand was the actual tomatoes. Now my tomatoes that I've grown, I've already seeded and skinned them and chopped them up, diced them up. So that was probably the most labour intensive part of the recipe. So all I did was pop them in some boiling water, put a little cross on the bottom of them, boiling water, a couple of minutes, took them out, put them in some cold water, peeled the skin off, cut them up, cut the top off, squeezed the seeds out, diced them up, and there you go. So it was really, really easy. Alright, so everything's cooking away nicely in there. I know you can't see it, I wish I had a proper kitchen with a proper cameraman and you could see what's going on in here, but the anchovies have actually pretty much dissolved already. Those onions are nice and translucent, so that's nice. Now I'm going to add, I've probably got 2 cups of tomatoes. It was about 5 tomatoes, 5 good sized tomatoes. Add that in. Give it a stir, make sure it's all nice and well combined. So let that come to the boil, which is done pretty much straight away. And then just reduce it a little bit, just bring down the heat because we don't want it to burn. If you find that it's thickening up too much, you can just add a little bit of water to it, or a little bit of white wine if you like. Now I'll just season this. I'm going to put in some ground black pepper. I like it, so I put a bit in. Some salt. Just a little bit, because I'll adjust it later on, we'll taste it. And the other thing is sugar. Sorry, excuse my hands, I've probably got about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now I just like sugar in it because it counteracts the acidity of the tomatoes. So, alright, all that stuff's in. You can see it's starting to come, well I hope you can see, it's starting to come to a nice thickness now already. Alright, Now, next I've got some basil from the garden. Now, I picked it yesterday, it was in the fridge, so it looks a bit limp, but it'll be alright. Now, all I'm going to do with this, I was going to just tear it up, but I'll just cut it. Now, I've got the stalks and everything in there. I'm the only one that's going to be eating this, so I'm not too fussed about a stalk. Now, obviously I like basil, so I've got a good chunk of it in there. Obviously, just alter any of these ingredients for your own personal taste. Less of something, more of something, what have you. That'll wilt down really quickly into that. And that's it. Yeah, that's fine. Turn it down again. Now, I've already cooked some penne that I was going to have with it, and I'm just going to dice up some flat leaf parsley as well. I just love parsley on pasta dishes. Alright, now ideally I'd give this about another 5-6 minutes just to cook through. I can smell that parsley already, it's so beautiful, I love it. Alright, now let me just check, see how I'm going for time. Alright. Cool. So all I've done, some olive oil, then I added some minced garlic. You can just use diced garlic cloves, of course. A couple of anchovy tails, or anchovy fillets, I should say. The tomatoes, I used about 3-4 good sized tomatoes, so it was probably 2 cups of tomatoes and the juice and everything, de-seeded and de-skinned. And salt and pepper, a little bit of sugar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and that was it. Oh, and the basil, and the onion. I had to put the basil in and the red onion. So I put the onion in first with the garlic, cooked that off, and then pretty much added everything from there. So that's it, really quick and easy. I'm not going to have enough time to cook this down properly. If I had an editing machine or something like that, I could do that, but I don't. All of my stuff's done on one take because I've got this little camera, so that's why everything's so slapdash and all done in one quick go. I don't have an editing machine, so it has to be in one take. So that's the sauce. From there, now that was really easy. How easy was that? Quick, easy. I'll throw the penne in, away you go. I might even put a splash of white wine in there too. I've got a bottle somewhere, so I'll put a splash in, cook it down a little bit more, add the penne, stir it around, some parsley, some parmesan. Too good. Alright, and that were my tomatoes that I grew too, my tomatoes and my basil. So, cool. Alright, any questions, give me a yell. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a few more tomato recipes as well too. I was going to do a tomato and bread Italian salad tonight, but the loaf was already cut up for toast this morning, so no good there. Alright, and I'll come back, I'll do a few more anyway. Cool. Any questions, just give me a yell. You can intersperse these recipes with other things, like you can don't add the anchovies, or you can add capsicums or chilies or different herbs. You could add some thyme in there as well, or sage is really nice. Anything you like. Cool. Alright, see you soon.